Look who's on time. So polite and responsible of you. Please come in, come in. I've missed you so much. Why are you shaking like a little leaf? Oh, are you nervous about something? I wonder what that could be. I'm just teasing. But to put you at ease, this is a very good meeting. One that's quite overdue between you and I. Trust me, if this were a bad meeting, you wouldn't have made it through the front door. No, you wouldn't have. You see, I really like my floors here. And when there's a bad meeting, things tend to get very, very messy. And that would be quite counterintuitive, you see. I would have to be replacing my floors at least once a week, and I can't have that. And I think plastic really just doesn't fit the vibe. You understand? Oh, look at you. Has the schedule been treating you well? I know working nights is very hard, but I think after a few months you've gotten quite acclimated to it, wouldn't you say? Good. Oh, I'm so very happy to hear that. Before we get into the meat of what I brought you in here for, I was hoping we could do a little housekeeping, you and I. You don't mind, right? I really like to understand how my employees are feeling about the current flow of work that they've been receiving, how they feel about higher ups. I really just want to pick your brain about everything, because a happy employee means a happy company. And I want my company to be very, very prosperous. You understand? Good. Okay. Well, get yourself comfortable. Hopefully this won't take very long. Oh, I already told you. You're my favorite. So, there shouldn't be too many surprises while we're talking. Now should there? You know, last time, you really surprised me in the best possible way. When you've been alive as long as I have, and that's been a very long, long time, you begin to realize that you can't buy loyalty. I've lost quite a few business partners and friends that way. I know that's when I was young and naive, but you, I knew from the very first time that I saw your beautiful, beautiful face and smelled your delectable scent, that you were one of a kind. So I just had to have you. And it has not gone unrewarded on my part. I just want to say a quick thank you before we begin. So, from the very bottom of where my heart used to be, me go get my stuff. Okay, now remember, don't make fun of me for doing things old school. I can't help it. I'm not really caught up on the times. But I'm trying, you understand. So thank you for your patience. Now let's see here. Not this page. Here you are. Best employee, it says. Okay, darling. Let's start with the first question. How do you feel about your current amount of work? It's not too bothersome, right? From what I see here, it looks like you've gotten a few extra routes under your belt. And I know sitting in a truck can really be a damper on one's spirit and on their physical well-being. So, are you doing okay? It's not too much, right? I would hate it if you felt overworked because I really cherish you and I want to make sure that you feel like family. So, be honest now. Not too much work, okay. I'll make note of that. And right here, our next item of business. You know, when you first got here, there were quite a few rumors about you. Quite a few complaints as well. Oh, not about you, darling. No. More like from you, which came as a shock to me. Would you mind if I read you a few? We take complaints very seriously here at my company. I mean, what kind of boss would I be if I didn't listen to what everyone has to say? Oh, there you go again, shaking. You don't need to do that. Okay, here's your first complaint. I don't want to work here. I liked my old job. I didn't want this one. That kind of hurt my heart. But from what I remember, you did like your last job and didn't really want to leave it to come work for me. But I did make you an offer you couldn't refuse. Wasn't that right? Yeah. Here's an interesting one. She won't let me see my family. That's so silly. Because if I recall correctly, when you took this job, we became your family, isn't that right? Your life for the company. Oh, I understand. It takes a while to get acclimated. Oh, and this one right here. This one was my favorite. I swear, she has people watching me outside my house. Now, does that look like something that I would do? I don't think so. Though I do wonder what you're doing every day. Day in and day out, especially because I can only spend time with you during the night. I want to make sure that you're taken care of during the day too. I would hate it if something happened to you. But the good news is we haven't heard any of these complaints from you in quite some time, which means either you're happy with your current employment with us, or you're finally getting acclimated to with the way things are run. And that makes me very happy. So, keep up the good work. And this next question, please be honest. Don't worry about hurting anyone's feelings, okay? Or any repercussions for that matter. I remember last time you said you were having some trouble with some of the people that you were handing off your cargo to. That they were taking such a liking to you and your delectable self. That they were making you feel uneasy and what was it? Oh, yes, uncomfortable. Since then, I've had quite a few discussions with some of those people, and if you noticed, you've seen some new faces around. That's because those others couldn't really fall in line, and I couldn't have that, now could I? No. So, let me ask you again, have you noticed anyone making advances towards you or making you uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form? Oh, okay. I'll put them on my list. You probably won't have to deal with them for very much longer, since I tend to have a little rule. 3 strikes and you're out, sort of thing. You know, America's classic baseball. I remember the first game I ever went to. It was the first official game. I know. I'm so old. But it's still relevant today. Wouldn't you say? But I have a little caveat to that rule. When it comes to you, it's a 1-strike deal. So, it looks like this is their first offense, and since it's regarding yourself, that's it. That's the only chance they get. How unfortunate. I'm really happy you brought this to my attention, though. Thank you. And remember, for in the future, if anyone even looks at you funny, or, says something you don't like, even if it doesn't pertain to you, just, let me know. Because you are one of my #1 priorities. Best employee. Best driver. I think that's all I had. So, was there anything that you wanted to discuss with me that wasn't on my itinerary before we get into why I really brought you here? No? Okay. Well, if at any point that changes, just let me know. Let me go put this back. Can't let anybody else get into it now, can I? It has all my secrets. Oh, that's the life of being a boss. Okay. Now, for what I really brought you here to ask. And keep in mind, really marinate on your answer before you give it to me, okay? Because there is a right and wrong answer. Even though it doesn't feel like there is one, there is one. Because the wrong answer would make me very, very upset. And we don't want that, right? That's what I thought. So, how to put this delicately? There's going to be a very big soiree that a lot of people from a lot of different businesses are going to be attending. It's kind of like a yearly thing we do to get together, rub elbows, that sort of thing. You got me. Not only is it a chance to say hello to some old friends and some old enemies, but it's also a nice chance to show off who's doing the best in business, in life. Some people will be showing up with gems and diamonds and jewelry galore. Some people are going to show off their power and their esteem. It all depends on what we want to bring with us to really make others green with envy. And I was hoping to bring little old you. I really want to show you off. I mean, you're so absolutely lovely. The most perfect find that I could possibly conceive. So, would you do me the honor of accompanying me to this soiree? I'm sorry, did you say dances and parties are not your thing? Oh. I'm going to ask you one more time, and I hope you have a better answer for me. If you don't, well, I'm gonna try to contain myself. Okay. Would you accompany me to the soiree that will be hosted in 4 days' time? You will? Yay! That's what I thought. You had me worried there for a second. Well, now that you're going to be joining me and I get to show you off on my arm, we gotta get you something that's going to be appropriate. Something that's really going to make you shine. Well, to start, let's take a few of your measurements. Not that I don't remember everything I've ever seen or heard about you. I have a mind like a steel trap. But just in case things have changed since I last seen you, I want to make sure everything's up to date. And by the looks of it, it appears like there's been some changes. Not really entirely for the better, though. Tell me, have you been eating well? Doesn't smell like you have. Are you sure the workload I've been giving you is not too much? Okay. It just appears like you've lost some weight. I really want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. I mean, I want everyone to see you and be totally enamored by you. I mean, I already know they're going to be, but I want you to feel and look your best for you and for me. I mean, what would people say if they saw you and you weren't doing well? They would think I don't take care of my things. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You're mine. It's silly that you thought differently. That's okay. We can change that quite soon. Let me go get my stuff, and you wait here and think about what you might like to wear. I get final say, but I want to take your thoughts into consideration. Be right back. Would you mind terribly if you stood up for me? Try and stay relaxed. I know you get a little nervous when I get closer. And rightfully so. I remember last time you thinking I was so nice and pleasant. I gotta keep you on your toes. Okay, arms to your side first, thank you. Okay. Don't worry, I'll have all of this memorized. Along with everything else about you. Like what you like to eat, when you sleep, your routes, who you talk to, everything. Okay, now arms out, straight out like this. Okay, perfect. One more time for me. Better to be absolutely sure. Perfect. And let's go around you real quick. Okay. Just like I thought, you haven't been eating well. I'm gonna have to talk to somebody about that. Are you sure you're not unhappy? Don't worry, I'll have my personal chef. The one I use for when I have human guests over. Draft you up a meal plan and send it directly to you, okay? And I'll also make sure to send you some stuff when you're on the road. I can't have this happen. I want you to be happy and at your best. You are my favorite for a reason, after all. Okay, now stand up straight. I'm gonna try and get your waist. Okay, and across. Okay. What kind of outfit were you thinking? Okay. Well, we can do suit or something a little bit more avant-garde. What do you think? You want to stick to something a bit more classic. I can understand that. You don't want to draw too much attention. I mean, what am I saying? Just being around is going to attract attention. Oh, it's okay, it's okay. I'll make sure you're comfortable. Anything else I need to measure? Oh, of course. A singular arm. I almost forgot. Now just hold out one arm for me. Nice and straight. Fingertip to shoulder. Okay, okay. I think that's all I need from you. Now comes the fun part. Picking your colors, silly. And I did have a few already in mind. So if you don't see your favorite color, that's because you're not allowed to wear it. Some colors just don't really fit an elegant evening. Other colors are only available for me. I don't want us to clash. We also cannot show up wearing the same thing. So unfortunately for you, black is off the table. It's kind of my signature color. And red for obvious reasons. We don't want anyone to get any bright ideas. And also a bit of clash with my hair. And we can't have that now, can we? Oh. Feel free to tell me which color you prefer, but at the end of the day, or should I say night, it's going to be my choice after all. First and foremost, I just want to see if you're more of a cool tone or a red tone, a warmer tone. What do you think? Or are you a warmer tone? Do you know if you tend to prefer silver jewelry over gold? Okay. It's really hard. I personally think you look good in everything. Though I do think you tend to look a bit nicer in cooler tones. Maybe that's what we'll go with. Okay. Are you ready to see the swatches I picked for you? Oh, you're going to love it. Let's see which one I'm going to show you first. You know, we can start with brown. How do you feel about brown? Let's see. That's definitely an option. However, I'm going to be wearing black, so maybe not the best, but it does go well with my hair. What do you think? A possibility? Good choice. Now, what do we feel about plum? I know it's kind of a bright color, but I think it will look really nice with your whole vibe. And it would certainly make you stand out. And I think it contrasts nicely with my hair. So definitely an option. I understand you're not fond of it, but we'll see. Oh, what about a mauve? You're right. Clashes with my hair too much. You were so right for that. Thank you. So sweet that you're always thinking about me. Now, how do we feel about navy? You're right, this is a big contender. You look so good in everything. Has anyone ever told you that? Besides myself. No? Then you're hanging out with the wrong sort of people. That's fine. I really only want you to hang out with me anyway. Oh, and a gray. Oh, this looks so good on you. It's perfectly cool. I like all of them. Except for the mauve. what do you feel like would make you most confident? I'm really leaning towards the navy and the gray. Hmm. You are so right. Why didn't I just use both? Hmm. Now, real question is, which one should be the focal point? The navy. You are so perfect. Really, I didn't think you were gonna have such nice taste, but you've proven me quite wrong. I'm gonna send our decisions to my personal tailor I have employed here, and they will draft up some options for you, and we can go from there. How does that sound? Wonderful. Oh my goodness. This was such a good use of my time tonight. You know, I had so many meetings planned and I just decided, no, not tonight. Tonight should be about me and what I want. And what I wanted was to see you. Oh, I understand. Are you getting tired? I can't have that. Hold on, let me go put my stuff down. Okay. How about this? I know you're feeling very tired. But what would you say to spending the night here? I already have a room prepared for you. I put a few of your favorite things in there and a few of your articles of clothing so you can change and be comfortable for bed. Oh, how did I get them? Best not to ask too many questions. But before you go to sleep, would you mind eating a little something for me? I want to make sure that you're nice and healthy. I'll make sure to get my chef up and they'll craft you something delicious. And then you can go straight to bed. Who knows? Maybe you'll just want to stay here forever? No, you like a healthy work-life balance. For now, I'll let you have your way. Well, why don't you go get changed, get settled in your new, almost forever home, and I'll go get things prepared for dinner. Oh, you don't have to thank me. It's my pleasure. Well, off with you. I'll miss you while you're gone. Try not to take too long. And if you try to leave by the window, oh no. See you in a bit, darling.